they're off. Beginning the run now to take them across towards the front of the straight. Blood Crazed Tiger is the leader, being followed in second place on the run across towards the straight. Chateau Conti. Breakdown of a few lengths to Barra, who's racing on the outside of Saturnus, who's against the rail. Following them is Gunnery Sergeant, who's just towards the outside of Breled. Then comes Bunk Off Early in between horses, and they're being closely followed by Riven Light, who's against the rail, taking them right up now to the flight that will take them up in front of the stands. And bowling along in front is Blood Crazed Tiger, David Mullins, over a couple of lengths in front as they make their way up now in front of the stands. Chateau Conti, Mikey Fogarty in second, and then there's a further break to Gunnery Sergeant, disputing the third place with Barra. On the inside of Barra is Saturnus with Breled and Bunk Off Early next. Riven Light and Bacardys towards the back of the field with Bravissimo. So they head on away from the stands now towards flight number 3, and it's Blood Crazed Tiger striding along 3 lengths clear of Chateau Conti in second. Then in third place, Gunnery Sergeant in company with Barra. Saturnus is towards the inside of Breled. Bunk Off Early is followed then by Riven Light, Bacardys and Bravissimo. Blood Crazed Tiger and Chateau Conti on the outside. Break of a few lengths then to Gunnery Sergeant. After Gunnery Sergeant, Barra with Saturnus on the inside. Breled is next, followed by Bunk Off Early, making the turn now to take them towards the 10 furlong point. And Blood Crazed Tiger continues 3 in front. Chateau Conti is second. Break of 5 lengths then to Gunnery Sergeant, who's third, with Barra 4. Breled is next with Saturnus on the inside of Bunk Off Early as they make the run now to take them towards the next flight, right down the back straight. And in the lead is Blood Crazed Tiger. Chateau Conti is second. Gunnery Sergeant is in third place, and after Gunnery Sergeant is Barra. Breled is next, and then comes Bunk Off Early and Saturnus, and then followed by Bacardys. At this flight now, a mile from the finish, and Blood Crazed Tiger is over in front, followed by Chateau Conti getting a much closer second now on the outside, and then a break of 4 lengths to Gunnery Sergeant, who's being followed then by Barra, Saturnus and Bunk Off Early, followed by Breled. Going now to the next flight, 4 from the finish. Blood Crazed Tiger a couple of lengths in front, Chateau Conti, followed then by Barra on the outside of Gunnery Sergeant. Saturnus is 5th, and these are being followed down the back straight by Breled and Bunk Off Early, Riven Light, Bravissimo and Bacardys. Now the field begin to tighten up. Blood Crazed Tiger at the third last, a neck in front of Chateau Conti, and they're being followed in third place by Barra on the outside of Gunnery Sergeant. Bunk Off Early making good ground on the outside as they begin now to make the run across. Saturnus has dropped right out of contention now as they make the far turn. Racing now out of the back straight, and it's Blood Crazed Tiger in the lead, followed on the outside by Chateau Conti, and then comes after them as they make the turn is Barra, and behind Barra is Bunk Off Early as they race now to the second last. And in the lead as they come to this one, Blood Crazed Tiger, Chateau Conti being closely followed by Barra, and then comes Bunk Off Early making good ground. They're approaching the turn into the straight. Breled has made a bit of ground behind them as well, but in the centre, Barra, Bunk Off Early, Blood Crazed Tiger, then comes Breled making ground on the outside. On the run now down towards the final flight, and in the centre, Bunk Off Early and Paul Townend being followed by Breled, then Bacardys making a late move on the outside. Down to the final flight, and Bunk Off Early is the leader. At the final flight, on the outside, Bacardys putting in a run, but it's Bunk Off Early who's the leader. Bacardys trying one last bite on the far side, running up towards the finish now, and Bacardys and Patrick Mullins will get the better of stable companion Bunk Off Early. Breled is third, Blood Crazed Tiger 4, and Barra 5.